అనుకోదండి ఒకసారి కొంచెం గెస్ట్ లెక్చర్ దాంట్లో అనుకోదండి. ఇది వీడియో ఎందుకు పెట్టలేదు ఒకసారి? At what time should we start, sir? Is everyone ready?
You can
Immediately,
start.
okay.
You're ready.
Good morning, everybody, and good afternoon.
Let them introduce, madam. Then start. Mass.
Yes, sir.
Who is the computer?
Vinay?
Yeah, I'm ready, ma'am.
Vinay, start.
Hi, Vinay.
Yes, sir. Hi, Mas. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
What are your views regarding previous event?
Yes, regarding previous event, success and role model was so informative and so inspirational. And our previous speaker, Dr. Patrick Anthony Kadu, taught us 7 steps to success, key to success, and also about famous failures was so inspirational. I'm so grateful to attend all these events of Total Transformation Program. Are you up for the next event?
Yes, absolutely. And I'm here to attend a soft skill training webinar. You know, soft skills training provides and support the people who struggle with or lack interpersonal communication skills. They teach helpful strategies as well as provide various role-playing activities that allow the participants to realize the shortcomings and take action to correct them.
Yeah. Adding more to that, the most amazing personality, Srimati Sumabindu Madam Garu, is the speaker of the day in today's event.
Oh, that's great.
So, here is a great opportunity for us. Today we have Srimati Sumabindu Madangaru with us. Without wasting a second, let's start the event. Mass, let's start the event.
Thank you so much. Even I've
Yes,
learned that
ma'am.
what you've learned in your previous class. Thank you for informing.
Yes.
That was a wonderful conversation you both had. A very formal conversation. Good evening, everybody. There are almost 59 participants. Good evening or good afternoon. Which one would be apt?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
So good afternoon will always do. Yes. Can you unmute? Is it under the control of the host?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll start. Today, our topic is communication for networking. We'll know about it one after the other, but before we start, I would like to know what you see on the screen. Is there something on the screen? Only see the screen, not the pictures.
Plain screen and a white dot in the middle.
Okay.
Black dot.
White dot in the middle. All right. Tanushree, what is that you can see?
A black dot.
A black dot, right? We have 50 participants, so we can expect 100 answers for it. Each of you are very creative. Let's have a dialogue workshop. Speak out.
Blank screen with the white dot with a black dot in the middle, in the center.
A blank screen, the black dot in the middle, right?
A white paper, a black circle.
A white paper with a black circle. All right. I'm
Blank
expecting
paper
more
with-
answers.
Blank paper with the black screen on the middle.
Okay, black screen on the middle. Okay, something. Next. Quick, quick.
In the middle.
Black dot in the middle. Be louder. You say something and I'm saying something else.
Black
Ma'am, it's
spot.
all complete plain paper with just a blot.
Okay,
It
with
is-
just a blot. All right.
Complete plain paper, full of complete
Okay.
whiteness.
Okay. Next.
White screen with the
White screen.
with a black filled circle.
Okay, black screen, white screen, the black fill circle. You thought I made all that. Okay, next.
White
Come on.
paper and
Okay.
black dot in the center.
Okay. Anything else?
A black spot.
Black spot. Okay. More answers? We are communicating for better network. You have to answer. Though you don't like what is this white paper, black dots, why I should answer, though you feel like that, you'll answer.
I would like to
Black
take this
screen, ma'am.
different perspective.
Okay.
I
Black
think
screen.
that looks like a typical
Black.
Indian forehead.
Tickly. Bindi.
Yeah,
Black
that's
bindi, right, sir? Divya? Manoj?
it looks like a typical Indian woman forehead.
Oh, okay. I'm learning from you all. Okay, next.
Ma'am, it is talking about optimism and pessimism.
Okay. That's what I'm learning from you all. So optimism, pessimism, good. So you give white for optimism or for pessimism?
Obviously, ma'am, white is for optimism.
All right.
Black is for pessimism.
Okay. Next, more answers?
I think that the white part represents the if we did something good, it represents the good part, and the black dot can also represent that the feedback or the negativity we get if we did something.
Okay.
Ma'am, if for example, if we take our thoughts in our mind, the white
Okay.
thing is the positive thought and the black
Huh.
thing is the negative thought.
That means
Okay.
the positive thoughts should be more and the negative thoughts should be less.
Okay. Now, a small dot is taken in different ways, right? So there is nothing like, someone was saying bindi, someone was saying optimism, pessimism, dot, full stop, scar, whatever it is. But a small dot is perceived in different ways. Now, I have a request for you. Do you have a paper? So the purpose of telling you this is a small dot is taken in different ways. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Don't perceive in your own way. The purpose of telling you all this is, if you have any questions, you can ask me. Don't perceive in your own way. There is nothing to do with that. Communication, when we communicate, it is perceived in different ways by different people. All right. For this, we'll go with a small activity. Do you have a paper nearby? A newspaper or a white paper or anything around you?
Yes, ma'am.
Please
Yes,
get
ma'am.
it. If you don't have, I'll give you 30 seconds. Rush and get it. And open your videos for a minute. All of you will have a activity-based workshop. Run, run, run. Your 30 seconds has started. 20 seconds more. Once you're ready, you tell me, Charita, ready with the paper? Manoj? Divya? Yukti? Shruti, papers ready? Yes. You can also communicate through the chat box. Ready with the papers? Now, the actual work starts. Once you're ready, is it okay for you to open your videos? Do they have access, Syed?
I have given permission.
Yeah, thank you so much. Please open your videos quickly. However you are, it's okay. Open your videos. I'm trying to look at all of you. I'm trying. Let's see, first one. Good, Swati. Makdesh, I don't know how to pronounce, but I'm sorry. Sarada, very good. All women, very good. They think I'm gender biased, but but Sai Prashant has changed. Please open your videos and take out your paper and listen to my instructions. That's it. Huh? Vaibhav? Only a few are opening your video. Swati, good? I request all of you to be alert for these 2 hours. Yes. Now listen to my instructions. And the instructions are given only once. I'm trying to give you this activity so that it is possible for me to do this on this online platform. Okay. So my instructions are only given once. Listen carefully and do it. Okay. Now hold the paper in both the hands. Sumaya, hold the paper in both the hands. Whatever paper you've got, hold it in both the hands. Others, open your videos for a minute. Good, good. Yukti, good. Next, make it half. Avasrala Harshita, very happy to see your surname also. Yes. Take the paper, make it half. Second instruction. Make it another half. Keep your paper almost near your face so that everybody can see it. See others and do it. Okay. Next. Fold it in one corner, tear it in another corner, open it. Make it a triangle. Prashant, please show your paper up. Swati, paper up. Make it half. Now make another triangle out of it. Fold one corner, tear another corner. Stop. Yes, good. Now show each of your activity to others. Prashant, show the outcome. What was the result of my instruction? Swati? Yes, Swati. Yukti? Okay. Harshita, fine. Prashant? It's okay. Syed? You're ready with the paper or you're only with the computer?
Actually, I was controlling.
Okay, Vinaya? Web 472, can we see your paper? Okay. There's more glare, left or right? Okay. Yes, Vinaya. Magdesh. Yes, Sharada. Sumaya, okay. Is any of your papers same? Did I confuse you with my instructions? I did, I know. The instructions may not be that clear for you, but it has come out differently. Sumaya, Vinaya, did you tear it? In any corner? Did you
Yes,
tear?
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Web 472, did you tear?
No.
No. So we can see this small difference with both of you, like, the instructions were same, but was taken in different manner. Well, it's only to say that when we communicate, also be in the shoe of the other person and then give instruction or speak. See whether the other person understood what you're trying to say properly or not. If not, go for a better communication. We'll see what is all needed for our communication. Now, before we go with, why are we doing this particular program? Okay, let us connect with a small story of a very little boy. Hope you all can see the screen, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. It goes with a story like this. Vinaya, can you read this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
A little boy went to a telephone booth, which was at the cash counter of a store, and dialed a number. The store owner observed it and listened to the conversation. Boy, lady, can you give me the job of cutting your lawn? Woman, at the other end of the phone line, I already have someone to cut my lawn. Boy, lady, I will cut your lawn for half of the price. Then the person who cuts your lawn now. Woman, I am very satisfied with the person who is presently cutting my lawn. Boy, with more perseverance, lady, I'll even sweep floor and stare off your house for free. Woman, no thank you. With a smile on his face, the little boy replaced the receiver. The store owner, who was listening to all this, walked over to the boy. Store owner, son, I like your attitude. I like that positive spirit and would like to offer you a job. Boy, no thanks. Owner, but you are really pleading for one. Boy, no sir, I was just checking my performance. At the job I already have, I'm the one who is working for that lady I was talking to. What is this called?
Did you understand the story? Did you all understand the story?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Whom
ma'am.
did he call?
His own.
The boy was calling his
Owner.
owner only
Owner
and was trying to know.
His performance feedback.
He was trying to know the feedback on his
Feedback.
performance. Okay, what is this called as? Self-evaluation. All the time, we should have self-evaluation for better networking, for better communication. We all should always think, what am I? How am I speaking? How do I do? What do I do? Either you question yourself or get answers from others. Am I clear? Always, a good communicator will always do this self-evaluation. What am I? How am I doing? Take feedback from others or check your own self. This should be done at a very usual interval. Convinced? For better communication, always have self-evaluation. This is the point I want to bring here. The boy was questioning how he was working from the owner with an anonymous call. Always we should know what is our strength, what's our weakness, what the threat and what the opportunities that we have. Self-appraisal is always needed. Now, getting back to a concept, communication, it's an art of transmitting information, ideas, attitudes from one person to another. You all know this, right? But on the whole, when we communicate, it should be a combination of understanding and remembering. I repeat, whenever we communicate, it should be a combination of understanding and remembering. I said something for these 2 hours. While listening, it's all confusing. Then you feel it did not go well, or the communication wasn't proper. First level. Or the other way is, now I'm taking this 2 hours of class, and in this class, if you understand, okay. But after the class, if you forget, again, there is no proper communication. So always remember, communication is both understanding and remembering. If I say something, you should be able enough to understand and remember. If you say something, I should be able enough to understand and remember. That is what a communication is. Yes? Harshita, is it okay? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am.
Good, Vinaya. So whenever we communicate, it should be both understanding and remembering. Apart from this, when we communicate, we use visual, written, spoken, body language. All these are very usual aspects when we communicate. Did you all understand? When we communicate, how do we communicate? We communicate with various aspects. At times, we communicate with spoken. Right now, I am communicating with the spoken form. On the screen, you are getting it through the written form. Yes or no? And
Yes,
at times, through these visual images, the arrows and all is through visual image. And while communicating using of hands, all this comes under the body language. So the most common ways that we communicate is spoken, written, body language, visual, and whatnot, all. Is that clear? It's not that communication is just speaking. With the other forms also, we communicate. Is my voice clear for you all? Do I have to go a little slow?
It is clear, ma'am.
Clear, ma'am.
If you find me a little faster or confusing or not clear with the information, you can stop me and ask me, okay? Our purpose is to make you understand. So my voice is very new for you. My pronunciation is new. If you find it difficult, you can stop me. I try to make it a little slow and easy.
Oh, ma'am,
Now-
your voice, you are really very good at communicating.
Yes, ma'am.
I like you, Salva Saida.
Thank you.
Okay. Communication for networking. When we communicate, there are few aspects. We'll see. Being an active listener. See, now Saida has spoken something. She said a statement. When she's speaking, if I listen actively, proper communication happens. Or if I'm not listening actively, or if I get deviated, or if I'm looking here and there, I have distraction. Distraction will also affect our communication, both as a speaker and as a listener. How many of you are being active listeners in online classes? How many of you are active listeners in online classes? Not in workshops, online classes.
I'm active, ma'am.
Good, I know. Next, others.
Me too, ma'am.
Good.
I'm active, ma'am.
Good.
I'm active, ma'am.
I'm active, ma'am.
Okay, Rani.
I'm active.
I'm active,
Okay,
ma'am.
good. Open the video. Okay, good. Kranti. Kranti,
Ma'am,
Mai
I'm
active.
active.
Others? See, if you are really an active listener during the online classes, you are excellent throughout your life. Take it for granted. An active listener is a good communicator. An active listener is a good listener. An active listener is a good participant, and an active listener can take everything in. If one is able to adapt this basic strength, there is no limit for them. Okay. See, even if you put me in an online classroom and ask me to listen, even I don't do, but all the time that alerts me. If I'm active, I can learn more. If I'm active, the result is this. If I'm active, I can learn this. With the end goal, plan your listening in such a way that you are alert. I know that for the past 1 year, it's a little, at times it's okay. All of us have it, but then come back again. Okay, I didn't listen for the last 2 minutes. Okay, I'll ask the question and I'll confirm it. And your teachers also love to answer you if you are putting a question. All right, next. There are few social skills which are very, very important. Okay, and we'll come back to this in the last. What we do ultimately is all about this. Be flexible, show respect, be positive. All these are part of our program. Active listeners, having good social skills, having good public speaking ability. All right. See, none of us are born speakers. Communication is an art. Communication is a skill. Communication is learned. Communication can be mastered. Okay. Whereas language, for that matter, English, is only a subject, a language. It can be learned, which is only 7%. Communication is a skill, art, which can be mastered, learned. English is only a language which can be learned. Very easy. As English is the easiest subject, I've chosen this. Okay. And communication is easy, so I'm into this field. If you ask me to learn commerce or mathematics, I'm zero at it. What I felt is this is the easiest subject which I can do easily. Hence, I've opted. So you can take me as an example. It's the easiest aspect compared to your intermediate commerce or mathematics or your 10th maths or physics, chemistry. If you get 35 in your 10th class, communication is very easy. You can get 100 on 100 in your communication skills. Only thing is, we have to put interest in it. Interest, okay, I can. Okay. So I'm not bothering you with more of it. Public speaking is an art. You can master it. Give importance for it. That is it. I have to learn. I have to give importance. How have you prepared for your exam? How have you prepared for your practicals? Or how have you prepared for your other interviews? In the same manner, also give some time for developing this. Non-verbal communication is also important for your better communication. Interpersonal skills are also important. Empathy, positivity, all these are very, very important. We'll get back to it after we finish all this. Now, are you all with me? Shall I continue? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
please listen again. We have just started with one aspect. What all includes our better communication. Now, as a part of communication, when it is being looked at, Harvard School has given a statistic saying that only 7% is words when we communicate, 55% is body language, and 38 is only the voice. Hope you understand. When we communicate, I was telling, body language is 55%. The experts say that it's worldwide accepted truth that when we speak, 55% is body language, 38 is voice, and only 7% is words. Words include your English language, Hindi language, Urdu, Marathi, Telugu, Tamil, whatever language you are using, it's only 7%. So don't worry about the language. We can communicate effectively with 55% of body language and 38% of voice. Now, can you tell me what includes this body language and voice? Let's have a dialogue. Open up. You will tell me what includes tone, what includes words, what words in the sense we'll not discuss much. It's all about language. What includes tone of voice in 38? What includes
Emotions?
confidence.
Talk.
Some modulation.
Confidence.
Can you all see Syed Maz on the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Syed,
ma'am.
stand up. You were standing?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you be a little farther, a little behind, so that we all can see you from head to toe?
Actually, it's fixed.
Okay. Okay, imagine his legs are seen by you all. Now tell me from head to toe, what includes in body language?
The way he stands or the way he acts while speaking.
Okay, the way he
Actively
stands, the
speaking.
way he...
Actively
And-
speaking.
Okay.
Hand movements.
Hand movement.
The way he stands.
Expression.
Eye contact.
Eye
Expressions.
contact.
Expressions, okay.
The way of his standing.
Facing towards the crowd. That is
Facing towards the crowd, okay.
Facing towards audience.
whoever
Facing
Self-esteem.
towards audience.
He should speak in such a way that his eyes are in contact with everybody. Though he's not looking at each person and speaking, he have to speak it in way that eyes are looking at everybody, so that everybody gets that attention.
Who's saying all this?
Samartha, I am also a student.
You are a student, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
You're giving
Badrika
the-
Junior College.
You're giving information like a teacher. Syed is embarrassed. Huh? Okay.
Like I've learned this one point when I go for speaking at many places, so I thought of sharing it, ma'am.
Good. Okay. Syed, they've said like, body language includes your smile, your eye contact. What more? His
confidence.
posture,
Self-esteem, ma'am.
the way he stands, posture. Confidence. Okay.
Facial hands. Facial
Okay.
expression.
Facial expressions.
His shoulder should not be bent. If it looks like he's not confident in what he's saying, so he should stand still. That
Straight.
is something I learned.
Understood, Syed?
Or body movements while walking around the stage while giving an explanation.
Okay.
he should not stand at one place. Like while speaking, he have to move a little here and there so that everybody gets attracted.
You have to change the
Everybody
place
gets
from
attracted. Okay.
when he changes the place, he will get attracted.
Okay. He never felt so embarrassed in his life, comparatively. Huh? Okay. Thank you so much, Syed. Sit down. Yes. Can you tell me what includes tone of voice?
Accent.
When we want to say
Too
something
loudly.
important, we have to give
The
some pressure
emotions.
in our voice.
Okay.
Actions.
Happy, confident.
Okay.
Not speaking too loudly or not speaking too slowly in a medium tone and
In a medium tone
having
so that
the
people
power
can
of the
understand.
words.
When we are speaking, our
Desh, what's
rhythm
your
must
name?
be.
Kavita,
Kavita.
ma'am, I'm Kavita.
Ah,
Sorry,
you're
this is
confusing
my
me.
daughter's phone.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
The way,
Now we'll come
the way
back.
we
My
approach, ma'am.
confusion is clear. Tone of voice includes?
Yeah, the way we approach, ma'am. The way we approach the
Okay,
person.
others, tone of voice includes?
Yeah.
You
The
can
louder
understand the feeling,
when we
whether
want
it's
tell
in an
anything
angry
important.
state or at a confident level or emotional.
Emotions.
Oh,
We can understand with the big.
emotions. Okay. You mean emotions are heard through voice?
Yeah, to
Yeah,
some
it can be
extent.
Yes,
explained
ma'am.
through the tone of
Whether
To
voice.
some
he's
extent.
sad or happy.
To
You
some
can-
extent? Correct your statement?
Curiosity, happiness.
Curiosity,
Yeah, to
happiness, all
some
right.
extent.
Not some extent, all the time. For
Okay.
example, if I have to say, Kavita, shut your mouth, am I happy or sad?
Angry.
Angry, ma'am.
Kavita. It's understood through the voice, right? So
Yes.
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
only an example. So these are the
Yeah.
things which include body language, words, and voice. Voice is also called as paralinguistics. Okay, so body language includes, as you all said, eye contact, facial expressions. Facial expressions and gestures are almost the same, but to give you more clarity, I've divided it: posture, appearance, and proximity. And the words include 7% of our language, which is the slang or the correct level of language or the right vocabulary, whatever it is. Next, paralinguistics is nothing but the voice, which is 38%. That includes the pitch and the pace. High pitch, low pitch, what kind of tone that we are using, rising tone or falling tone or enthusiasm, or are we fast or slow in our speech? All this comes under it. Did you have a clarity? Did you get a clarity in this? What comes under
Yes,
communication? We are moving
Yes,
on to
ma'am.
communication, and then we'll go back to the networking of communication. Now, if you want to take a screenshot of it, you can take. Body language 55, words 7, paralinguistics is 38%. All right? Yes?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, at this moment of time, we will be doing with that 55% and 38%. First, I'll start with 55%, and finally, we'll take you to the 7%. Can you look at this picture and tell me what is happening? Happy, sad,
Praying Lord.
praying Lord,
Scared.
Confused.
this,
Angry.
Angry.
Aggressive.
Wondering.
okay,
Enraged.
Tense. Confusion.
Scared.
confused,
Stressed.
Scared.
Tensed.
worried,
Worried.
Worry.
Sad,
Scared.
Tensed or
Scared.
angry.
okay, the last picture, fourth one,
Scared.
Guilty.
Scared.
peeping,
Anxiety.
anxious to know
Yes.
something,
Tense.
all right,
Angry.
tensed. I want all the others to speak. Only few voices are heard. Vani, Vania. Continue. So this is all about body language. Body language is the language that is transmitted by postures and gestures, right?
Yeah, ma'am.
that we have seen that body language is only the unspoken language. Only the spoken language is 7%. All right. And if you see here, if we go back, here we have posture proximity. I am talking about proximity first. Okay. You will remind me what is what? We are going with proximity now. Proximity includes a defined area. Proximity includes a defined area. Whenever we communicate, we always want a personal space for us, not just communicate. If someone is very near to us, even then we have our own personal space. Yes?
Yeah, ma'am.
We
Yes,
don't
ma'am.
want anybody to be at a very close distance, which we call it as a buffer zone. Even if we are speaking or listening, both ways, we want our own territory, a personal space, which we call. So the reason there are certain distances which are actually given. It is said that when you are at an intimate zone, our distance is only 6 to 18 inches. At a social zone, it is at a distance of 7 to 12 inches. And at a personal zone, we are at a distance of 2.5 to 4.5 feet. At a public zone, we are at a 25 plus feet. For example, I'm in a personal zone, like I'm speaking with some of my students or any of my colleagues. Usually the distance would be 2.5 or 4.5. There is a small correction. Yes, it's not feet I was talking about. I said 7 to 12 inches. Please correct me. It's 7 to 12 feet. I just said like social zone is 7 to 12 inches. I go for correction. It's 7 to 12 feet in social zone. Okay. Usually a classroom would be an example for it. Is it okay, Syed? Got corrected?
Yeah.
Got the correction? Happy with the correction?
Yes.
Could see your expression and then I corrected. Okay. Then in the public zone, it's 25 feet or more than that. We actually prefer this. I'm not saying that only maintain this and all. We all know our senses and we know what is the distance that we have to maintain. And based on that, we have to take it. 6 to 12, 18 inches, 2.5 to 4.5, 7 to 12 feet, and then 25 plus feet is the usual distance. You have within that close and far, you can make a note of it. And all the time, first and the foremost thing, we find most of them who think that they're very social are trying to come a little closer and speak. But in a professional environment, this is not the right culture. Usually when we are in a crowded place or in a lift, we all want our own private space. When we are not actually given that private space, we feel troubled or defensive or get aggressive or we retaliate for it. We don't want anybody to get into our space. This is for sure, we all know. First and the foremost thing is when you are giving a presentation. I'm talking about you giving a presentation now. Presentation is not taking a PowerPoint or speaking on a topic. I am talking about a presentation which includes the moment you leave the doormat of your house. The moment we leave the doormat of our house, our presentation starts. So when we are out of the house, we should be conscious of what we are doing. We should be knowing as what distance we are using. We should not invade into the space of others. And when we are giving a presentation, we all have a mask. Okay, we all have a mask, and that mask is first and the foremost thing is smile. And I would like to go back and talk about this. Let me complete it. If someone is at a closer distance, at a closer proximity, we feel a little tensed or we feel uncomfortable. It is for all age groups, for all the genders. Okay, so when someone is at a closer distance, I'm talking about for the same gender, for the other gender also, for any age group from 6 months to be, it's too early, 6 years to 60 years, whatever it is, 70 years, 80, whatever it is. It is a space which nobody has to get into. Every one of us want at least an arm distance. Okay, so completing this, and when we are giving a presentation here means when we are giving a presentation, I repeat here is, the moment we leave the doormat of a house, we all are with a different mask, not this mask, not Corona mask. We are talking about a public mask, which includes 3 things. Number 1, smile. 2, addressing. 3, putting on a face which is acceptable for everyone. Our happiness, our assertiveness, our politeness, our good positiveness, all this should be projected, our social skills. Our face should be a result of a good public mask which is accepted by everybody. And can we drop our mask? And all this, the word extended territory, on the road and at work. Here, to put it in a simple manner, extended territory is, I said earlier, the moment we leave the doormat of a house, the way we walk, the way we stand, the way we get onto the road, or the way we get onto our workspace, all that is an extended territory. When we are at our place, when we are in the house, within the doors of our house, whatever body language, whatever mask we wear, doesn't bother. And with practice, you can also use the same mask in your work, in your house. But here, presentation is something which is always observed by others, also in the workplace, in the colleges, on the roads, while standing, sitting, whatever we are doing. Can we drop our mask? Only when we get back to our home, we can drop our mask. As long as you are in your workplace or in your college or out of the house, you have to wear that mask. In this, we've discussed about the proximity, the space that we have to take when we communicate. Now comes, we were talking about when we communicate, the most important thing is wear a mask. Now we'll move on to the third concept, posture. Here, under this, wearing a mask is nothing but I've related it to the dress code. I haven't done detail, but enough. You all know what is the good dress code. Third thing is posture. What is posture? Any answer? Can you define what posture is?
Body language. The
Yes,
way
but
of standing.
Posture comes under body language. So
the way of standing,
and the way
Position.
of
How we are presenting ourselves.
Not to bend or not to sway. Not to
yes,
arrogant.
Position of
Posture
the
is-
body,
okay,
standing or
language.
sitting.
Good. The way we stand and the way we sit is posture.
The way we present.
The way we present ourselves.
Presentation
When
of
we-
our body while
Okay.
standing or sitting.
Now, in this, can someone stand for me and then do this? Syed has too many things around. Can someone stand and show me head to toe? Syed is happy that his things are around him. One of you take the lead. Shruti. Pooja. There's a gap. Come on. Manognya. I think. Nobody is ready to stand? All good students, please. We are talking about standing posture. For that, I want one person to stand. If it is a classroom, I would have pulled you. But virtual, I'm requesting you. Alekhya? No, not Alekhya. Harshita?
Yes, ma'am.
Stand up.
Yeah, ma'am. One.
It's also okay if Prashant is ready. I'm waiting. And others are waiting. Yeah. Prashant? Yes. Go back. I'll tell you what to do. Go back. Still more. We don't need your headphones or earphones. Remove it. Just go back. A little more. Go back till the door. No, go back. Open the door and go. Open the door and go. While standing, my request is keep your foot at a distance of 12 to 16 inches. Yes, the wider the shoulder, the wider the gap. Did you do it? Don't bend your knee. Yes, Harshita, you're not bending. And hands should be not folded. Anytime, don't fold your hands. And don't leave your hands down. Imagine your favorite actor or a favorite anchor and just think how they keep their hands. Who's your favorite anchor, Harshita? Harshita, who's your favorite anchor? Your hands are very proper. Good. We can't hear you. We'll ask you later. Okay. Hands should be always at the belt level. Okay. I'll also try to show you. Sorry. Always hand should be at the belt level. All right. Don't leave your hand down while speaking. Don't leave your hand down while speaking. It should be always at the belt level. Right? And whenever you're communicating, I'm talking about posture. Shoulder should be straight. If someone has a tendency of drooping the shoulders, for example, if I stand, automatically my shoulders droop. So what exercise I can do is, I can make a fist. Harshita, be watching you also. Make a fist and keep it behind. Harshita, can you make a fist and keep it behind? Just back. Yes. Harshita, yes. One second. Shoulder straight. Shoulder straight. Keep your back, keep your fist just center and then pull your shoulder. Come back, Harshita, sit. Now we'll take Syed. Thank you so much. This is enough only to show you the hand position. Syed, sit straight. Someone was saying that you were bending, but you have a lot of work. So that's a struggle you're undergoing. Okay, make a fist and put it behind. Just center of your back. Shoulder, pull your shoulder back, pull your shoulder back. How much ever you can pull, that is the firmness that you can give from your shoulder. Whenever you feel you went for an interview, but you were drooping, you didn't know what to do, how to sit. Take your breath out. See how much you can do. This is your posture. When people are not watching you, correct yourself and then sit. Okay. Yes. Now, do this activity whenever you're free. You will be knowing how to sit straight. If at all you have an issue. When you're standing, try this. When you're sitting, you try this. First thing I was talking about, shoulder straight, chin straight. Within that, understanding posture, chin straight, shoulder straight, hands at the belt level, knee should not be bent, foot should be at a distance of 12 to 16. Okay, when you are communicating, in order to influence people, in order to have better interpersonal relation, in order to have better social skills, all this matters. Okay, so as a part of it, communicate in such a way that you are projecting your confidence through body language. Somebody was saying like body language includes confidence, but body language includes confidence. I don't say that. The way you stand projects your confidence. The way we project our posture shows others what our confidence level is. Thank you, Harshita. I repeat, whenever you are standing, your hand should be always at the belt level. Your hand should be always at the belt level when you stand. Okay. And this is all about standing posture. Any questions in standing posture? No. Anybody? Shoulder straight, chin straight.
Shoulders must be straight.
Shoulder straight, chin straight, tummy inside, hands at the belt level, knee should not be bent, legs at a distance. When we keep our leg at a distance, they can stand for hours. Don't put your legs crossed while standing, or don't stand on one leg. Okay? Don't disturb your posture. Balance your body on both the foot properly. Yes. Now coming to sitting posture, we'll take again. Prashant, are you there? Or Rani Verma? Thank you, Prashant. Do you have armrest for the chair?
No, ma'am, I'm sitting beside the bed because I am connected my system in the table.
Okay, you are lucky. You are happily sitting. Huh? Okay, somebody else?
Armrest. What's it on the chair? You told.
Armrest. 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 No, I don't want to teach everything only to Syed. I want others to participate. Vaibhav, open your video. Sirisha, hey. The biggest problem for a teacher is when the students don't participate.
That's true.
Participation, forget it. Yes or no? That makes us happy.
Yes, ma'am.
Who is that? Yes, good boy. Okay, open your video then. Anila? Hey, the work is going between me and Syed and Harshita. Alekhya, ready? I hurt it. So what I do is I'll show this. Huh?
I'm ready, ma'am.
You're ready? Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Kavita,
Yeah.
sitting posture,
Yeah.
Kavita.
Should I sit, ma'am? Should I sit?
You should sit and you should show me this armrest also with your video. Face not needed.
Okay. Should I sit on the armless chair, ma'am?
Yes, yes, yes. Difficult? Now?
I'll catch it.
Whenever you are sitting, in the meantime, I'll just show you. Whenever you are sitting, see that you occupy the chair completely. You occupy the chair completely. Yes.
Jen, come first.
Whenever we are sitting, see that we occupy the chair completely and we sit in such a way that it is with double L position. Whenever we sit, we should see that we are with double L. Can you see this double L? Sit in such a way that this is your back of the shoulder. This is the back shoulder. See that you sit like this. Your shoulder should be straight. Your back should be straight. Your knee should be parallel to your foot. Don't put your foot under the chair or a little forward. Don't relax. Did you understand what I'm trying to say? Don't put your head here and leg somewhere. Yes, start, Kavita.
I think I'm a little distant now. Is it visible?
Yes,
ma'am?
yes.
Yeah. And
tell me about yourself, Kavita. It's okay.
Myself, I'm working for SCDC, Sri Chaitanya Degree College, sir.
Okay. What I
As
have
an
a
English
small
faculty.
suggestion here is I can see you are sitting properly, but only thing is,
yeah,
put your hand like this. Those who are tall and those who are short, hand should be like this while speaking, like this and then like this. Okay. Tall like this, short like this. Whenever you are communicating, use your hand for communication. Did you all understand what I'm trying to say? I
Yes,
repeat
ma'am.
it. Whenever you are speaking, use both your hands. Be ambidextrous. Okay, no, because 55% is body language and we are trying to speak through our hands also. Hand should play a vital role. When you don't have an expression or you don't know what to do with it, not a proper expression and they're idle, bring it back like this. Those who are short built like this, those who are tall like this. Don't hide your face with your hands. Still here clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
If you say yes, that creates interest in me. You should understand my feel. Okay.
It is a definite yes, ma'am.
Thanks.
Definitely, ma'am. Definitely.
Oh, good, good. Two goods. Hand should be like this or like this. And don't press your fingers when you're doing it. Just normally relax. Shoulder straight, back straight. And then your knee should be parallel to your foot. Imagine you went for an interview and you are a little tensed. It's only our body language makes us tensed. To come out of such situation, only thing is occupy the chair completely. In drooping down and all, sit straight, ask for excuse, see the depth of the chair and then sit.
Hi, madam.
What? ఏదో ఎస్ అనమన్నా కదా అని ఇలాంటి ఎస్లా ఓకే
Hi, ma'am.
Occupy the chair completely. Occupy the chair completely. Yes. back should touch back of the chair. And then if your shoulder is straight, if someone is not, if you are interviewer, if you're speaker, or when you are a listener, if you are a listener and the other one is speaker, if the other person is not watching you, slowly move your legs. I can't do that slowly. I can sit straight. That's easy for me. Cross legs will, my purpose of telling you this is cross legs will also increase your confidence, but don't show your foot to others. Slowly go for cross legs and make your shoulders straight. That's easy. Whenever you are undergoing stress, or you're feeling shivering, or you feel that the other person is asking you more difficult questions, what exercise you can do is go for cross legs slowly and put your hands completely like this, or if not on the table, you have your finger like this, right? Press your fingers. The tips of the fingers will release your tension. Okay, clear?
Ma'am?
Yes.
I have a doubt.
Yes, Vinaya.
Yeah, whenever we are standing on a stage, our feet should be somewhat, there should be a distance between our feet, or we can keep our legs crossed.
No standities, only attention with the foot.
Sometimes we'll be watching on the TV, anchoring members will be keeping their legs crossed front and back.
See, I'm giving you the skills for getting a job other than in media.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. If I have to interview somebody, for example, if I have to interview Ram Gopal Verma, I'll go for cross legs and I'll show my foot also. And not wrong. He'll go for cross legs to show the camera a uniformity. We'll go for that cross legs. Sitting in chair. And when it is a TV show, it is only their kind of body language that they're showing. But just think about a good speaker. Think about Amitabh Bachchan conducting Kaun Banega Crorepati. I always love this example. Amitabh Bachchan conducting Kaun Banega Crorepati, the way he stands, the way he occupies the chair, the way he unbuttons the coat, the way he gives the chair for others, the way he stands on his foot, all that is the best example for good body language.
Yes, ma'am.
All the ambassadors are actually trained for good body language. And these people who are doing those TV shows and all, those are moving on at their shoulder level, they are wrong with their body language. Hope you like or not, but your Omkar Anya's body language is always perfect other than the words.
Yes, ma'am.
Compliments for his statements, 1 minute and all. I'm only talking about the way he stands, the way he puts his legs, and the way he uses his hands. All that is excellent. You can take it for granted. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Don't get carried away by any female anchor, standing by putting hands. If you want a good job, if you want to be successful in your career, stand with your foot at a good distance. Even if you look at good speakers in TED Talks, even they will be standing with a good distance at their feet. All right?
Yes, ma'am, clear.
And whatever I'm telling you is not just from the books, also from the experts who have said all these. Okay? Don't get confused. You can take it for granted. Huh? Yes, I know.
Yeah, ma'am.
I say something, YouTube says something, television says something.
No, ma'am, it's clear.
School teachers would have said something. Yeah. So, and one more reason is also there. If you stand with a distance with your foot, at your foot, if there is a distance, you can stand for hours together without any posture problem. For example, if I stand like this and then speak, I can stand for hours together. If I put my legs together, after some time, odd the video, but then after some time, I feel like standing on one leg. If I put my legs together, not just me, anybody, if we put our legs together, we can't stand for hours, and our posture, our spine also gets hurt. And that is the reason your standardies and attention. Standardies is to give an ovation to somebody. Attention is relaxed. This is a relaxed mode which keeps your entire body proper. And that is not giving you a relaxed mood. That is only making you be perfect. Okay? Right. Even if someone is speaking in your military personnel, if you look at military personnel or army personnel, anybody, for those military personnel, they would be in Vishram mode and then speaking. And they can be alert with their body language also. Convinced, Vinaya?
Yes, ma'am.
Convinced? Any
Yes, ma'am,
army,
it is clear.
or Navy personnel or an Air Force personnel, when they have to speak, they come out from Savdan, they come to Vishram position, and then they speak. Only difference is their hands would be behind, our hands would be at the belt level. That's it.
I can agree to this, ma'am, what you said about the military officers. My grandfather was in the military, in the Air Force, and whenever he talks, he stands up in the attention, in the stand at his form, and then he talks.
Yeah, that's actually the good body language posture.
Yes, ma'am. I can agree. I'm agreeing on that.
Today you will observe Shah Rukh Khan and Amitabh Bachchan who are paid for their body language. Okay. Just try to don't take odd actions, only the speeches I'm talking about. Yes. Now, this is all about the posture. When you sit, hand should be like this. You can use for expressions when they're ideal, bring it back like this, like either down or a little up. When you touch the tips of the finger, that also relaxes you if you have stress. Double L position. Always, double L position is always important. This is double L, shoulder to foot. Don't keep your foot under the chair or farther from the chair. Now, let's move on to the next one. Fourth one, that is smile. Always remember that. Always remember that smile is very, very important. Anything that you start with, start with a smile. Okay, and end with a smile. Okay, start with a smile, end with a smile. In between, whenever you remember, keep smiling. All right? Clear? Any conversation that you do, for example, you're wishing somebody, start with a smile. You're saying thank yous, end with a smile. In between, whenever you remember, keep smiling. Smile is more important. Okay, and it's easy. Next comes eye contact. Eye contact is another important area where there are different types of looks. One is staring. Staring is fixed look, only seeing just without stopping. Next, glancing. Glancing is short look. Appraisal is assessing somebody or someone. Appraisal is, why Syed is keeping those huge headphones? What is he doing? These are the different things. But I would say that staring dehumanizes. Glances are not socially acceptable. For example, glances, this, which is not socially acceptable. Next is appraisal. Appraisal, at times good, at times not correct. Because we are assessing someone, not necessary to show or assessing through our eye contact. And that should not be the act throughout the time. Now, are you all with me? Are you all with me? Shall I continue?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, I have a question for you. Is eye contact important while talking or while listening?
Both.
Harshita, both the times.
Both, ma'am.
Both, ma'am. While speaking, it can indicate that person who is speaking have interest in that speaking, and the listener also have interest. So
For
that
example, now someone is speaking. Continue what you said, Saida.
if I am talking to someone and they have their eyes here and there, I may think that they are not interested, just like you are doing.
Thank you, Saida. You're much.
Madam Suma Bindu, madam. Good evening, madam.
Yes, Sujata.
What you could say about gaze, madam? Gaze.
Gazing.
Yeah.
Gazing and staring are almost the same. Gazing is fixed look. Staring is fixed look, which is not accepted. Okay?
Yes.
You got the answer, Sujata?
Yes, madam.
I really love to gaze. Interesting.
Right.
But not acceptable, right? Okay. Well, I come back to the topic.
Madam, this gaze only for few seconds we can gaze, I think.
That is glancing.
Okay.
Gaze and a fixed look.
Even that is all restricted, madam. Right to privacy. I think some seconds were allowed.
It's not allowed. It's not.
Okay.
It's not socially acceptable. Glancing, gazing, staring are all negative.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Thank you.
So give eye contact both while speaking and while listening. And we are all actors without stage. We all have to develop the habit of being a good listener. Nodding the head, saying yes, I understand, that's right. So the reason I'm requesting everybody to say yes or no.
Yes.
Because those small, fillers would always make the speaker feel comfortable all the time. See, for example, I'm just relating it to your interview. You went for an interview and your interviewer is talking about his organization or her organization. The organization is like this, we have these challenges. When the other person is speaking, when the interviewer is speaking, if we nod our head, the interviewer is so busy or he's not in such a mood to give attention, but everybody loves to listen. Yes, I understand. Oh, that's good. Is that so? Use such phrases. Keep limited words and use them. I'm not asking you to be a good communicator for that. Some 5 words. Yes, I understand. That's right. Exactly. Oh, is that so? Thank you. Right. It's okay. That's fine. Keep some list of words which you can throw it whenever and wherever you need it. That's it. A good listener always uses the words, the phrases. I also say that body language is important, non-verbal is important. Added to that non-verbal, use also the words. Don't say, I understand. Yes, that's right. Don't be mechanical. Use body language along with the words. Imagine you called for a call center. They would be using the phrases like, we're sorry for it, or I understand your concern, let me help you. They are not using simple statements, or they're not using the head movement or their body language just. Added to that, they're also using the phrases with the name. I understand it's Sujata, I understand Sumaya. Using the name and the statements during the conversation is very, very important. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So while listening and while speaking, eye contact is important. And I added that while listening and speaking, also use words. I'm sorry, while listening, also use words of phrases. Yes. What do you understand with this posture?
Hands are folded.
What does it mean?
Obedient.
Obedient. Who said obedient?
Sujata, madam.
Okay.
He's not welcomeable, ma'am.
Not accepting, not welcoming. Actually, this is really obedient. when I was in my school days or when I was a child, my father has taught me in such a way that if someone comes home or if I'm meeting somebody, first and the foremost thing is my hand should be folded. Okay. But with the globalization, things have changed. Fold hands is touch me not, leave me alone.
And professional.
Okay. For example, if someone asks me, will you take class from 6 to 8? Will you take class from 6 to 8? I fold my hands. It is an indication that not ready. If I open my hands, 6 to 8, I don't have any work. Open hands, ready to. Open mind. Closed hands, not ready. This is another expression.
Ma'am, can arrogance be related to the first posture?
First and the foremost thing is when we fold hands, we are not ready. When we are not ready, people think that it's arrogance. Why can't she be proactive or why can't he be proactive? That's the question people get it. For example, I'm asking Adiba, it's your question, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
What do you think about love marriages?
I don't know, ma'am.
Question, do you usually go with folded hands or open hands?
Open hands.
Mm-hmm.
Open hands depending on the situation.
Okay, I have a very good match for you. Why don't you go for love marriage? Open your video quickly.
No, ma'am, I cannot.
Okay, we'll ask this question to Harshita. You are my lab rat today.
Yes, ma'am.
Suja, sorry, who's this girl? Adiba, you will observe Harshita.
Okay, ma'am.
Ready, Harshita?
Yeah, ma'am. Shall I on my video, ma'am?
Your video.
Oh.
Okay. Your question starts. Are you working somewhere, Harshita?
No, ma'am.
No. Do you want a job?
Not now, but maybe after 1 year or 2 years.
No. While studying, you're studying right now.
Yeah.
While studying also, you can work. I'll provide you the job with a good salary of 6 digits per month.
Yeah.
Sorry, 5 digits per month.
Yeah.
But only thing is you have to marry my brother for it.
No, ma'am.
No, he's a good boy, but only thing is he's not working anywhere.
Even if no, ma'am.
No. It's very clear. If you want a job, you have to marry that fellow. He is roaming around without any discipline. I've been observing you, so I'm giving you this offer.
No, I'm not interested. Sorry.
No, you're not interested, but you have to marry for the job. Even he's not interested because he got married twice.
Okay.
He's not interested in marriage.
No, I'm not interested even in the marriage and even in the job. If this is the condition.
What is the condition? Go a little, keep your camera a little behind, farther. Camera koncham venaki. Why you're not interested in my brother? He's a little not good at looking, but he's okay.
Yeah, it's not about the boy, but it's the
Yes.
purpose of marriage.
The job, say yes.
No.
You don't want the job?
No.
Well, coming back to the concept, thank you so much, Harshita. Don't leave your camera. Don't
Okay.
Video on. The thing is, when you were, she folded her hands. Did you observe in between? Now, this fidgeting,
Yeah.
hands is all a symbol of releasing, showing stress. I'm sorry, I don't have a brother. Oh, okay, it's only an example. Okay. The thing is, whenever we put our fingers crossed, or after I finished the conversation, when she was about to touch that camera, she was, again back with folding hands, again she was normal. This is an indication that not ready to accept. And when people when people are not ready to accept their answers, we always think that they're adamant or stubborn. I was thinking the other side, like, why she's not accepting my brother? Why is she so stubborn when I'm giving her a job? Okay, I'm just trying to give an example. Take it in a lighter vein. If I'm offending any of you, it's only to say that whenever we give a question which is not accepted or acceptable for others, when they are not giving a proper answer, we may think that they are adamant, or they are not ready, or they are stressed. They are not giving a space for us to question. Are you all with me? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
only
ma'am.
the-
Yes, ma'am.
Who was this? The other girl who was asked. Sumaya, is that clear? Was it Sumaya's question?
Adiba Taj.
Adiba.
Adiba, ma'am.
Yes. Adiba, clear?
Yes,
Folding
ma'am. Thank you.
or fidgeting. I told you very clearly that whenever you're speaking with anybody, your hand should only touch the tips of the fingers. When you do this, it's an indication that she should stop this question. It's an indication that you are not in a good feel to answer. Okay, this is another example. Action speaks louder than words. Action speaks louder than words. We all know it. And most of the time, misinterpretation leads to trouble. So use proper body language. If you see the pictures down, someone is misleading and doing something XXX into the drink. The other one is hurrying the other one. So these are the examples. Conflicts, wrong assumptions, different work styles. All these are to be learned when we are communicating. When we are communicating. All right?
Yeah.
Yes. A person can stop speaking, but he can't stop communicating with his body. Okay? Non-verbal symbols are 4 times more than that of verbal ones. So be careful when we are communicating. Along with our language, our body language should also involve. If I say yes, along with my yes, my head should also show that yes. If I say no, my head should also show no. Not just the head, the entire body should be involved. Yes. All individuals with some knowledge of our vocabulary of body symbols will manage non-verbal example. These are all not signals emitted unconsciously. Always tell the truth. For example, someone is asking me, how did Harshita do? I say like this, not good. My words say something, but my gestures say something. Always what the gestures say is always right. What our gestures speak first is always right. I like Harshita. Harshita is so sweet girl. Was I happy with my expression? No. I was trying to, it didn't match. But to tell, if I have to give star of the day, Harshita is star of the day.
Yeah.
Okay. only the persons who are aware of their body language will be sensitive towards the environment. Body language is nothing but being conscious of what we are doing. Body language is nothing but being conscious. What am I doing? How am I doing? Someone is disturbing me now. I should not get. Immediately I should come back. Huh? Being conscious is body language. If I go into my own world, again, I am not maintaining my body language. Body language is being alert of what we are doing. Every minute, every second, we should know what we are doing, especially when we are out of the house. Now I should not say out of the house, when you are in Google Meet plus out of the doormat of your house. Okay, and the Zoom meets. Our body language is checked by others. Okay. The helpful body language that we have seen so far. Number 1 is the smile. 2, facial expressions. 3, gaze and the eyes. 4, posture. 5, hand and arm movement, tone of voice. And I'll come back to this hand and arm movement. We have done with smile, right? Posture we have done.
Yes, ma'am.
Facial expressions we have done.
Yeah.
No, I didn't complete completely.
Facial.
Eyes, eye contact, posture, smile we have done. You agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now we'll do now we'll do together with facial and arm movement. Any body movement is a gesture. For all this, any body movement is a gesture. Any body movement is a gesture. All right? Avoid unnecessary body movements. Avoid unnecessary body movements. For example, someone said that, you have a class now. Don't show unnecessary body movements. Even you like it or not, be proactive. That's okay. I love class. Show it on your face that you actually love. But within, you can feel like, what am I doing now? Okay. Avoid unnecessary gestures. Second is don't touch any of the body parts while speaking. To the extent possible, avoid touching body parts. Okay? Or, that pulling off your shalwars or saris or shirts, correcting the collar of your shirt, touching the cuffs of your shirt. All that should be avoided. Moistening of lips, biting of lips, all that is to be avoided. Yes. And avoid unnecessary gestures. Don't touch any of the body parts. And then hand and arm movement should be used appropriately. Hand and arm movement in the sense, see that your hand is used properly. To talk about this is arm, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Upper arm. This is forearm. And the hand. Don't use your hand above your face. First thing, hand and the arm movement I'm talking about. Don't use your hand above the head level. Second, don't use finger pointing. Third, don't speak with fingers. Use complete hand for speaking. Fourth, don't use your hand with downward strokes. Okay. Someone is asking me something. Don't use your hand with downward strokes. For example, Ravi Verma, Rani Verma.
Rani Verma.
Yes, Rani Verma. Can you unmute? Okay, Syed. Syed. Alekia, quick. One of you open your audio.
Yes, ma'am.
Who's your favorite hero? Who's your favorite hero?
Yes, ma'am.
Favorite hero. Pranit, Prashant, who's your favorite hero? They're thinking Rani Verma. You can also say. Kavita,
Kalyan,
favorite.
ma'am. On Kalyan, ma'am.
Pawan Kalyan. Okay. Syed,
Yes, ma'am.
who's your favorite hero?
Allu Arjun.
Allu Arjun. So which one I'm happy? Pawan Kalyan, Allu Arjun.
Allu Arjun.
Allu Arjun.
Who do you know?
Because your hands were open.
Huh? Okay, so I'm using proper body language. If we use our hand upward and open hands, that is positive. Allu Arjun. Allu Arjun. Did you watch his first movie?
Yes, ma'am.
Use my hands down, discouraging. If I use my hands up, encouraging. Upward hands is always positive, encouraging. Okay, always try to use positive body language by upward hand movement. Yes, this is one thing. Next important thing is avoid hands with downward strokes. And don't use your hand loosely while speaking. This is all about hand and arm movement. And don't let your elbow be closer to your body while speaking. See that your elbow is not closer. It should be away from your body, at least 1 inch. Yes? Convinced?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
The tone of voice should always be polite. One important thing, adapt the habit of speaking politely. Our tone of voice should be with modulation. Wherever necessary, use a falling tone, and wherever necessary, use a rising tone. But all that should sound polite. How you speak your mother tongue language in the same manner, whichever medium of language that you are using, use the same tone. Don't go for a monotonous tone. Monotonous tone is tomorrow at 5 o'clock, you will go to water and you will bring 3 pitchers of water. This is what I want to say. Don't be mechanical in talking. Use modulation, for which learning songs in that particular language or learning rhymes or listening to good speeches would help. Tone is 38%. All of us have to give importance also for the tone. You know who is called as Voice of India?
Sarojini Naidu.
Okay, then I should make
Lata Mangeshkar.
Who is called as Voice of India?
Lata Mangeshkar. Yeah, Lata Mangeshkar.
You're talking about the singers and the poets. When it comes to the voice in acting, Amitabh Bachchan's voice is called as, the voice of India. He is given the title as Voice of India. Amitabh Bachchan's voice is actually given the title as he's got the voice of India. He's the voice of India. His voice is known for it.
A baritone, madam. A baritone voice.
A baritone voice, a bass voice.
Amitabh Bachchan. Yes, madam.
And part of the worst part is, initially when he started giving out his voice, he was rejected for his voice. And later on, he has modulated his voice. Voice is something which we can modulate. Actually, I want to speak better, but this is my voice. Actually, I want to speak it better, but I can also modulate my voice to the extent possible. All of us are born with voice modulation. We can, if we think we can, this could be done. So my request is try to, and one more thing that I have to tell here is, as the medium of instructions are happening most of the time in English, and the communication is happening in English, it is to be taken care that when we speak in English language, we have to use a different voice that we use compared to our mother tongue language. Different voice, I'll make it more specific. For example, I'll make it more simplified if I'm confusing you. Our jaw structure is made for our mother tongue or our regional language, whatever it is. My jaw structure is in such a way that I can speak South Indian languages. But if I have to use any other foreign language, my lip movement or my jaw movement is different, where the pitch and the volume of the voice is also different compared to the South Indian language that I'm using. To make it effective, we all have to know which accent or which voice, which accent or which pitch or which modulation is enough for our tone. We should know. If not, it becomes like an English speaker giving stress for all the words. For example, I'm speaking in English. I say, uncle, uncle. I'm giving stress for k, uncle. If I give the same stress for Telugu word, uncle ratledu, this sounds odd. Telugu is to be spoken like Telugu, English is to be spoken like English. Don't try to maintain the same modulation or tone of voice. There is difference. Try to record yourself and see where your voice sounds better. Okay, we have wonderful options now. Voice recorders in our mobiles will always help. And we have to own what we say and make clear that is our own opinion. Whenever we communicate, it should sound as if it's our word. It should not sound like, I've taken somebody else's word and somebody else's body language and I'm trying to act. It should not be like that. Is that clear?
Yes.
Eye movement, facial expressions, all these are very, very important when we communicate. This particular eye movement, which is with both the eyes with the rectangle ones, is called as glancing. Glancing. Short look. The other one with eyebrows raised is not trustworthy eye contact. Okay. While speaking, don't show finger pointing and don't keep the foot like the other one, which we were talking about. Foot should be at a distance of 12 to 16. 12 or 16 or 13 or 14 based on our shoulder width. Our entire body, our whole body should talk about what we are saying. The moment you look at the third picture where this female is holding the hockey bat, we can understand that she is ready to hit the target. The entire body language, the entire body speaks what we are, and it should speak. From our foot to our tip of the hair. When we raise our eyebrows, it's doubt. Scratching nose, I don't know why Rani Verma is not speaking. She is confusing me. Rani Verma. If I scratch the nose and then I speak, I am puzzled because she has kept Ravi Verma's picture. Her display picture is Ravi Verma's picture and she has kept Rani Verma. She's confusing me. If I, scratch the nose, confused, puzzled. Holding eye contact is an indication of showing interest and curiosity. Here I should put a point. Holding eye contact is not 100% at all. It's only 60 to 70% of the time. Showing palms is inviting trust. Covering mouth while speaking is insecurity. Avoiding eye contact is not interested or lying. Above all, whenever you're giving a presentation, whenever you're communicating with others, when you want to have a better networking skills, greet people, show your openness. Don't blink constantly. Blinking is also not correct. 60 to 70% of eye contact is to be given to the people that you are speaking with, and that is from forehead to the nose. Don't look down or don't look up while speaking. Don't moisten or bite your lips. Okay? Yes. Yes. Always keep this is all common sense while listening. Mouth shut, appropriate position, no abrupt movements, don't move unnecessarily. Control hands, don't scratch or don't do anything. Don't allow any object to come in between while speaking or while listening. Okay, I know bringing handkerchief or any of the cloth in between or a pen or a paper, not accepted. Okay, this all you know. And also maintain a relaxed posture. Don't put your hands across your chest or don't cover your mouth. All these to be avoided. A person who doesn't understand a long explanation, a person who doesn't understand the body language will also not understand a long explanation either. So any small ishara is understood to an intelligent person. Action speaks louder than words. A good handshake is always important. Communication for good networking. Always remember for using such phrases like I admit, you have done a good job. Tell me what you think. Put other people first. Do me a favor. Thanks a lot. We, I, all these are the important words. I'll share this. And one thing I just want to tell here is the purpose of doing this particular aspect will make you understand after watching this video. If the audio is clear, you can tell me. I have to open it through. All of you, please watch this video. No, not through this. Open with. Please watch this video. Is the audio clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Put volume low.
So did you understand what is the gist of it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So how can you relate a workshop? All your 10 days workshop. Whatever you're learning is like the growing of a bamboo tree. Whatever you're learning is like a bamboo tree, right? Yes or no? It's like the farmer pouring water for the plant, for the seed to get into a small plant and then grow. Only thing is, whatever you're learning here is whatever you're learning here is giving you a wonderful base. All these 10 days during your college, you might not see the result now, but then you're making your roots stronger, which is very, very helpful. During this pandemic, you're making use of your time effectively. Definitely, there will be a difference between those who are attending the program and those who are not attending the programs. Make use of your time effectively. Avoid unnecessary stuff. If you open one Instagram, it might pull you to another one. Facebook, chatting, all these are time stealers. Make your time effectively. Make a note of your everyday, how much productive work you've done. Yes, coming back to the concept, I just will take 2 more minutes. These are the do's. Think ahead. You can give a good reading for it. I'll just project the screen. If you have any questions, you can ask. In between, anything that you have questions, you can ask me. Speak clearly and audibly, the most important thing. When someone is speaking while communicating, if you have any interruption, ask for a recap. That's what I've been saying. Any doubts in the so far conversation that we have made? Any questions for all of you? And while listening also, you can repeat what the speaker has said. Ask for clarification. Make notes when you are listening. These are all the tips for being a good communicator. Instead of just nodding, make a notes. Your teacher has called you for giving you some work. Take a book and a paper. I'm sorry, take a book and a pen, or a paper and a pen. Write down. Speak clearly. Repeat what they have said. Ask for clarification. All these are tips for being a good listener, good speaker, a good communicator. While speaking, think and then speak. Before you speak, think and then speak. See that you word simple words so that everybody can understand. Okay? All these will help. And don't speak fast, or don't mutter, or don't show your anger, or don't use unnecessary words or technical words or unclear words. Don't be inaudible. Don't assume that others will understand you. Don't interrupt while someone is speaking. Do not glance, because while speaking, if you glance, it distracts. For example, I'm speaking, but in between, I'm moving my head. It always distracts the listener. Am I not audible? Rani, am I audible? Harshita?
You're perfect, madam.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do not interrupt while speaking. Do not jump to conclusion that you've understood everything. Always be in the shoe of the listener. Communication is the art of both speaking and listening. Communication is both art of reading and writing. Communication is through verbal and through non-verbal. Communication is through signposts. For example, Vinaya Erram, he has got a display picture of a flight. I am assuming that he loves to become a pilot, or I assume that he loves Boeing 736. Pictures speak something. So communication is all this. And I see Rani Verma's picture, and I think that she is not Rani Verma, she is Roy Verma, she is also painting.
No, ma'am, Rani Verma.
Kani, you distracted me. Okay. I was just kidding. How to improve? See, I know what is my communication level. I know what are the do's of it, and I know what are the don'ts. I should not do this, I should do this. But doing and not doing is okay. How to improve the existing level? All the time, improve language. Communication is lifetime process. Even today, I have to read newspaper, I have to read novels, I have to read novels, I have to read books, I have to watch, I have to update along with you, I have to watch the TV shows, I have to watch the news channels, I have to watch all the debates. Everything on par with the competition I have to go with. And so what I'm saying is, all the time give scope for improving language, pronunciation. Today someone has said like, no, this is not, the pronunciation of consciousness is not consciousness. Someone said like, it's consciences. Someone told me that you are giving a wrong pronunciation. It's not consciousness, it is consciences. Okay, I have to improve my pronunciation on this level. Okay, and work on voice modulation. Instead of saying this way, we always can work on body language, read more, listen more. We see 21st century youngsters are very, very fortunate. You have everything available within your hand. You can read, you can listen, you can record, you can see what you are. Make use of this pandemic appropriately. You are avoiding, of course, you have online classes, but you are avoiding your traveling time. Avoid unwanted gossip or literature or unwanted presentation. Interact with qualitative people. Improve on the topic of discussion. Someone said like, no, girls are intelligent. Or someone said boys are intelligent. Why? How? Get into it. Think of it. Read more about it. Yes or no? You have your own understanding. Don't stick with others' point of view. Today, I was teaching about communication. Google for more of what is communication. Is she correct? Is she wrong? Think. Write your own statements. Yes, wrong. Yes, right. Give me feedback. And then practice meditation is also part of increasing our concentration. I'm not teaching any yoga here, but meditation increases our concentration, develops good thoughts. Think and speak. Think and speak. The most important thing. Do not speak too fast. Use simple vocabulary. Do not speak only to impress someone. Also use the qualitative language, qualitative subject. Look presentable and confident. Presentable indicates from our head to toe. So if you are good at communication, hope you can see the slides, right? You can see this slide, MNCs. All these MNCs are waiting for you to give you a job. Right? You have a choice. When you are getting a job, see that you have a choice, and all the organizations which are on the screen, plus, there are many organizations along with these waiting to give a job. Only thing is communicate well. Right? Do you agree? Are you ready for these jobs?
Yes.
Yes. Only difference between an employee and a person who is not able to get employment are lacking communication, basic skill. Okay? Communication is a self-game. And now, any questions?
Ma'am, there's in the chat box by Achanta Saradhar Sri. The question is, my brother has neither good communication nor he can understand what other says, but intelligent. What to do? Please suggest, ma'am.
Can you read the question again?
My brother has neither good communication nor he can understand what others says, but he is intelligent. What to do? Please suggest, ma'am.
How can you say that your brother is intelligent? Sarada?
Yes, madam. Madam,
how can you say that your brother is intelligent?
Yeah, he's good in studies, madam. He studies well and he is studying well and he is getting through all his education well. But without any good communication skills.
When your brother is passing all the exams and you said he's intelligent, you made a statement like he can understand what others say, but he can understand.
He cannot understand. No, he cannot understand what others are saying.
He cannot understand what others are saying. When he's not able to understand, how is he passing exams? What is there in the book he's reading and doing, right?
No, he is intelligent, mama. As per the studies are concerned, he is getting through. But he has very, very poor communication skills. And he has no, he will not understand what others say. He will not understand in a proper manner what others say.
Okay.
And with,
what is his age? What is his age?
Studying engineering, ma'am. Second year.
Intermediate second year, huh?
No, madam. Engineering second year.
Engineering second year. Okay. How many hours would he be engaged with the gadgets, TV, mobile?
He spends much time.
What is happening is most of the younger generation are facing this problem. I'll just give an example. 10 years before, when my kids were playing, 12, 13 years before, when my kids were playing on the road, one of my students has come to my house. And she started wondering, saying that, Madam, you are lucky your children are playing outside. I usually don't allow any student to come to my house, but one Chinese student, she's a Chinese student, she completed her course, and while going back to her country, she requested to visit my house. Usually I don't, but one student has come and she has spent almost 2 hours in my house. And initial stages of my teaching, I also felt like, it's okay. When she has come to my house, she was admiring, saying that how your children are playing, how your children are coming outside and playing outdoor games and, speaking with other friends in the locality. What was her complaint is, in her country, all the people will be playing only with gadgets, television or mobile games or video games or PSPs. These are the only games, because there are only single children. I mean, single child parenting or single child would be there, right, in China. And they have very less scope to speak with others. This is the wrong thing. Is this is actually influencing our country also. When you look at the past 7-8 years, where the communication has to develop in the youngsters, people are giving more importance only for the gadgets. It's happening with one-way communication. When we look at our childhood, or when I say about my childhood, my parents used to say something to me and I used to reply back. It was everything face to face. But now people are spending time in one-way communication. They are not able to communicate what human beings want and what is to be replied. Human beings, in a sense, only gadgets are instructing them. Am I clear? What I suggest is avoid giving gadgets. Speak more. Make a conversation in such a way that one-to-one, one-to-many. You tell him, like, you keep it on that table. He'll understand. Tell 3 or 4 times. Give an exposure for speaking with more of people than that of gadgets. 7 to 8 hours of time, not less than 7 to 8 hours of time, people are giving only for gadgets. Not just your brother. There are hundreds of people who come for correcting their communication skills. This is unfortunately happening in our places, and specifically during this pandemic, most of them, even if you look at a house scenario, 4 people, 4 gadgets. That's the time pass, how people are doing. Am I clear, Sharda? Yes, Sharda? You accept it or not, but this is the truth.
Ma'am?
Yes,
madam. Yes, madam, you have answered well. I understood what you conveyed.
And I
Thank
also
you,
say that
madam.
immediately if you tell your brother, stop gadgets in the kashtam, mamulga, if you really want to improve his communication skills, start through games. Today we'll play a game at
Sure,
home.
sure, ma'am.
We'll place
Sure,
10
thank you.
things at games untai, communication games ani 5 minutes intlo aade aatallaga you start. In communication
Sure,
is
ma'am.
easy.
Thank you so much. Sure, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Because he's a normal child, చదువులో బాగున్నప్పుడు ఈ గ్యాడ్జెట్స్ డామినేట్ చేస్తున్నాయి. మ్యామ్ యూ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్.
Sure, ma'am. Sure, thank you.
Harshita, you're asking me a question. Thank you, Sharda, for the question. Harshita, you're asking me explain how to walk in that people think that person who is walking is confident.
Yes, ma'am.
You have to stand, Harshita.
To maintain eye contact.
Harshita, ready with the video? I watch good number of movies, so I know who is Avsarala.
Yeah.
Yes. We'll relate it to a professional meeting or gathering. When you're walking, imagine the audience are to your left and right. Your hands would be at the belt level. Imagine this is the heel. This is the heel and this is the toe. First your heel should come, then your toe while walking. Heel first, toe next. Heel first, toe next. Don't walk as if your foot is getting into the soil for 5 inches or 3 inches. You will put it very delicately. First heel, then toe. First heel, then toe. Hands at the belt level. Don't droop your hand down. While walking, don't droop your hand down like this. Konjam paiki, straight. Chetulu kindak padutunayi. It should be like this. Koncham down. A little down. Come, walk. Don't look down. Look at the audience or the interviewer or any person in that room. Or straight. Go back. Take a book now. Take a file or a long book. While walking, if someone is watching you, if you have people left and right, keep your hand at the belt level and then walk by putting your chin straight. Hold your book in your left hand, like this. Left hand, make your hand a cup, put in that, and hold with your right hand. Imagine this is your file or a book. If you are holding your file or a book while going for an interview, your right hand should be on this. Elbow should be straight. Elbow should be straight. And you walk by putting your chin straight. Come. Is it your left hand? File is in your left hand? Ulta. Always file should be on the left hand so that you can take out the documents easily or give your file or anything needed easily. Left hand file. For example, I have my resume here. I'll open my file and I'll give you very gently with both the hands. Come. Elbow straight. Elbow straight. Hand straight. Elbow straight. Hand straight. Yes. That's the way. Chin straight. Chin straight, smile. If you have your interviewer just before you, give eye contact to the interviewer. If you just have audience to your left and right, see left and right and then walk. Come. If not, straight look. Don't put your head down or droop yourself. Good, sit down. That's the way you walk when you enter into your interviewer's room or any meeting or a gathering you are into.
Good
Any other
evening,
questions?
Madam.
Yes, Sujata.
Sujata, madam, there's one question for you. Madam, I would like to know regarding the interview, when you're sitting the posture, because where to give the bags and again testimonials, how to sit and all, how to, because we have to see either side of the board members sitting on the table across you, how to know how to attract in the sense. Yeah, that's my question, madam.
You asked me how to sit, and second thing is eye contact for the board members, right?
Yes, and again, where to keep the bags and all bags, and again, like credentials and all.
One basic thing that is given as a suggestion is don't go with too many things. Okay, for men, usually one portfolio, one file will be there.
Right.
For women, we also have a handbag.
Yes.
But if possible, if you have a two-wheeler or a four-wheeler, keep your handbag in that. Or you have very important things in your handbag. What we have to do is, you are entering into the interviewer's room. You knock the door with your file. Also, you have a handbag.
Right.
You have nothing to do with the handbag, but very important for you.
Right.
The moment you enter the room, you open the door, right? Immediately to the right of the door, you can leave your handbag there.
Okay.
Down. Nothing wrong. You are protecting your belongings in a safe place where you are also there. People are not barging into.
Right.
And your credentials are in your portfolio. You'll only carry this near your table or chair where you have to meet the person. Your handbag is there. And then after your handbag is there.
Right.
Because the moment you go, at times you have to give the certificates, but handbag will confuse. So what could be done is, you will give the credentials, or the first important thing, you will not give entire file. You will only give what is needed with both the hands, with politeness and smile. Okay. While giving, also use the word, this is my resume, or this is my certificate, or these are my credentials. And then, unless and until he asks you to sit, you will not sit, right?
Right.
After you sit, you have your file. He has offered you only the chair. Take your seat on it. When he has given you the seat, you can just put your portfolio on your lap.
Right.
Keep your portfolio on your lap.
Right.
And you're balancing in such a way that you can keep it on your lap and you can speak.
Okay.
Am I clear?
Yeah.
At times, what people will be doing is they'll also bring the handbag and leave it near the chair.
Yeah, that's
But
what.
going,
Yeah.
it becomes
yes.
all kachra.
Yes.
Because 85% of our interview is done the way we knock the door, the way we open the door,
yeah, true,
get into the room, and the way we occupy the chair. 85% is done. How
Yes,
intelligent here is understood. So, portfolio on the lap, and you are using the hands. Don't occupy the table. Don't keep your belongings on the table. He is given you only the chair. Take the proper distance, and then if he asks you another file, then you can open it and use it very easily.
Okay.
Yes. And how to maintain eye contact while speaking with a panel? That's your next question, right?
Yes.
There are four people. Eye contact should be given for all the four equally. Or there are five people. Eye contact should be given for all the five equally. But we will go with the thumb rule of 25:75. 1:1 principle. That is, he has asked me a question. I will give 25% of eye contact to this guy and 75% to all the other.
Okay.
All the other includes even this man. 25% to this person and 75% to all the others. All, including this person. Is that clear? Don't target one person when he has asked you a question. Involve everyone. Even in a classroom, if Syed asks me a question, I have to see all of them and give the answer. If I see only Syed, others will be playing. Or others, I'll not be knowing what others are intending. So giving eye contact for all of them is equal. Giving eye contact for all of them equally is important.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you.
Question solved, guys. Some other question?
Yes, ma'am.
When you are speaking, when you have, here is a question, Prashant's question. When you are speaking, your eye contact should be given for the interviewer. Usually in an interview, you and the interviewer will be there. Or 4 or 5 interviewers and you. Your eye contact will be only for them. You will not look anybody extra in the room. Because it is an indication that your communication is only for them. Say, for example, it's a room. There is also a typist in the room. Don't give eye contact for the typist or a person, anybody over there. Because your purpose is only to tell that person. Okay, Prashant?
Okay, ma'am.
Or imagine you are working and your boss has asked you a question. There are other two personnel over there, other two employees over there. Then you can give eye contact because you know them. You're pitching them into the conversation. వాళ్ళని కూడా మీరు మాట్లాడే దాంట్లో ఇన్వాల్వ్ చేయడానికి ఐ కాంటాక్ట్ ఇస్తారు. కానీ ఫస్ట్ మీట్ ఇంటర్వ్యూలో అయితే ఎవరో XYZ అన్నప్పుడు డోంట్ సీ దెమ్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, ఐ వెంట్ ఫర్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ. Pooja and Kavita are interviewers. Along with Pooja and Kavita, Rani is also there, but not interviewer. తన పని తను చేసుకుంటోంది. I should not say Rani and say that. My eye contact should be only for Pooja and Kavita. Yes? Somebody was asking me a question, Pooja.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Pooja.
Ma'am, I'm pursuing MCom first sem in Usmania University currently. Yes, ma'am. I'm from my intermediate. I'm from Telugu medium background. I'm totally okay with subject, and I'm very understood subject in English and lecturers and seminars very well. But my problem is that I'm not able to speak in English for more time. I just given answers to the questions, but it is very difficult to me to talk in casual way.
But
am I clear, ma'am?
Yes, Kavita, Pooja. The thing is, you told me that you are from Telugu medium, but I never felt like you are from Telugu medium. You're so well in your conversation that you are excellent, honestly speaking. When you're speaking, I was thinking that you're soft and quiet girl. That may be, that is an impression that I've got. And nowhere I felt that you are thinking for the words and you are using only one or two sentences. Okay? Only suggestion that I can give you is, read more books. Okay? Listen to more of English talks. And when you're reading and listening, if you read one good book or one story, read the same story 20 times.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? If you are watching a video, watch the same video 20 times. Don't go for variety. Initially, what can be done is, if you are really working to improve your English language, listen to the same or read the same, which is in English, many a number of times. This will help you because you're not zero with English language. You want that fluency. For example, in our previous video, we have come across few statements. If you read it or if you watch it time and again, that settles internally. దాని మీద కమాండ్ వస్తుంది ఆ కొన్ని వర్డ్స్ మీద. కొత్త కొత్త వింటూ కొత్త కొత్త చదువుతూ మళ్ళీ కొత్తగా చేస్తూనే ఏది వాడాలి ఏది ఎప్పుడు అవసరం ఉందో రాదు.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? I feel you, buddy. You know that? Do any of you know that phrase, I feel you, buddy?
I understand.
I understand.
Did you ever hear this these days in any of the short films?
Not in short films, but in conversation to use it.
In conversations, but there is a latest movie which says like, I feel you, buddy. If you listen to this phrase many times, that comes to you unconsciously. ఏదైనా ఎక్కువసార్లు వింటే తెలియకుండా నోట్లోంచి వచ్చేస్తుంది, ఎక్కువసార్లు చదివినా కానీ. సో కొత్త కొత్తవి వేరే చదివే కన్నా ఒకటి తీసుకుని దాన్ని ఒక 10 times 20 times వినడమైనా చదవడమైనా, that will give you quick learning at the same time అప్లై చేయడం కూడా ఈజీ అవుతుంది. Yes, Pooja? Yes. Don't ever say anybody that you are from Telugu medium. ఎవరికి అసలు ఇంగ్లీష్ ఇస్ అ ఫారెన్ లాంగ్వేజ్, వాట్ యూఆర్ స్పీకింగ్ ఇస్ రియల్లీ ఇనఫ్, చాలా బాగా మాట్లాడుతున్నావు, ఇంకొంచెం డెవలప్ బికాస్ కమ్యూనికేషన్ ఇస్ ఆల్ టైమ్ కదా, ఇంకొంచెం ఎప్పటికప్పుడు పెంచుకుంటూ ఉండాలి. అండ్ యూఆర్ వెరీ యంగ్, తొందరగా వచ్చేస్తుంది ఇప్పుడు నేర్చుకుంటే. Yes. Any other question?
Ma'am?
Yes.
I'm Samartha from Badruka Junior College. Like,
yes,
how
Samartha.
should we politely disagree when someone pressurizes us for doing something? Though we try to disagree, again they tell us to do it. So how should we politely disagree?
Can you give me a situation wherein you want to say politely disagree? Because it varies from
Ma'am,
situation
like
to
suppose if teachers are giving us some work and because of some time constraints, we are not able to do that. But they tell that you are good at it, you are very well, like you're doing so well in that. So why don't you just try, do for us? So in that case, we can't tell, like I don't know how to tell that, no ma'am, I am not
you are
interested.
complaining on a teacher.
No ma'am, for example, you
Example.
asked us a situation, not
No,
like
how
that.
how I have to answer, I'm thinking. Okay, it's an out of syllabus question for me, but still I'll try to answer. The thing is, if your teacher has given you an assignment and you have your own, works to complete, right? You have to say politely no. This is your question, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Here comes assertive communication. Assertive communication is you will use a kind of clarity, detailed explanation in such a way that, ma'am, I understand all the time. You see our other works and then give, but this time also there is a small issue for us. We have so many works which is taking almost 8 hours or 10 hours of work. Can you extend the deadline for us? That would be more helpful for us, or we'll be glad. This is not actually my statement. All of them asked me, so I'm putting it forward for you. If it is okay for you, fine. If not, we can burn the night lamp and then we can do it. But that wouldn't bring effective results. Hope you understand what is happening. Go for detailed explanation. You are neither hurting your teacher or you're not getting hurt for yourself. Don't stretch beyond your limit, and don't say that, I'll do for you everything. You are neither compromising from your teacher's point of view, or you're neither you are getting compromised. You are putting the situation in a statement like, I'm okay, you're okay. I'm correct, you are correct. What you gave work is important. What I have to do is important. So both the statements you'll bring forward and you'll give explanation. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Not just with your teacher, even at home, if you're asking 1,000 rupees from your father says, no, this is not the time, pandemic, don't buy anything. Go for detailed explanation.
Okay, ma'am.
If you give, I can do this. If you do this, these are the results. I know this is really difficult, but first listen, then you can take your own decision. Your father will break my head if I tell you.
Trying to tell that we should tell our pros and cons of what we want to do.
Detailed explanation, advantages of it, disadvantages if you feel, ins and outs. Go for clarity in speak. Assertiveness antaru. I am okay, you're okay. Naku important, Niku important. Atla Google for assertiveness, you will get good examples.
Okay, ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
All good students, all good learners, all good employees are assertive speakers, assertive in their style of communication. I'm okay, you're okay. Example for I'm okay, you're okay is, Syed, nice maroon, Syed, magenta maroon. I don't know that color, but I love that color shirt. But I equally love yellow. Both are good. This is assertive. If I am aggressive, Syed, what is that? Black, maroon, magenta, all combination color. Why did you don't have white shirt? This is aggressive. My yellow is always good, I know, but yours is not good. This is aggressive. Submissive is, what a nice color, Syed. I don't find such colors for me. I always find two colors, black, yellow, at times red. This is submissive. Always go for assertive. I am okay, you are okay. I am correct, you are correct.
Okay,
yes, this is also important for your communication, networking.
Ma'am, what
win-win communication.
What if the other person is not ready to listen? How can we explain them in detail?
You are taking a situation with positiveness, okay? If the other person is not ready also, give compliments. For example, your teacher is not allowing, never, no. I understand, ma'am, it's never no, but never, you denied our feel or you said no for us. Compliment. Who will not fall for a compliment? Praise the other person. Use the name of the person while speaking. Harshita, nice name. Avasarala Srinivas is a good actor, director, a good hardware, software engineer. Use the name of the person. Compliment them. They will listen.
Okay.
Yes?
Yes.
Try. Even at home, if your brother or your sister is not agreeing with you, compliment them. You're so sweet. Nice shirt. You always have a good selection. Or you are the one who has taken the right course. Doing this MCOM or MBA is the right way of selecting your educational course. Compliment people.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. Any other question?
So let's proceed, ma'am.
Sujata says teacher is trying to convince you, so do the work. But along with that, also try to convince your teacher. Sujata is teacher?
Yes, madam.
అందుకే ఆ బాధ ఉంటుంది. I can understand your feel.
Thank you, madam.
Any other questions? We are waiting for your questions. Any questions, or if not, no?
You can close it, I think.
Close. Yes, sir.
You can.
Yes. We'll close with nothing is impossible. Only thing is make use of your time during this pandemic. I am very happy for all of you all, participating in extra classes and learning more. All right.
Take over.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am, for upgrading and improving our personalities with your beneficial words and activities, shedding light on the concept, expounding and illustrating. I want to continue with a couple of quotes. The most important thing in communication is to hear what isn't being said. Life doesn't require that we be the best, only that we try our best. Now, may I request Professor C.G. Sastry Garu, Director Professor of Dhanwantari Sri Chaitanya Degree and PG College, to speak a few words about this wonderful event.
Respected Principal Garu and Sumabindi Garu, it's a great pleasure for listening to you. We have learned many things on communication and body language. And one thing, students, actually we all have the fear of showing our faces. The first thing which you need to learn is open up your videos at least to showcase your faces. That's the first thing which you have to do. If you are not able to show your faces, how do you think that you will be able to spell out something from your mouth? So the most important thing is face the world, show your faces, be confident. If you can't show your faces, at least on videos, in the reality, how do you show to your friends, your near relatives, to your employer later on? It becomes difficult. So show up. That is the most important thing. Then automatically body language comes to you. And as Madam told you, use less of Facebook and WhatsApp. Speak to your friends, even if it is in lockdown situation, actually, where you cannot go and meet each other. Speak on the phones because everything is free now. So you can speak not in your local language, but speak in English, so that automatically you will be improving. Fear is what you have to remove from your heads. Nobody is perfect. I'm not perfect. You are not perfect. English is an alien language. We have to understand that particularly. Let us practice. Only practice makes us perfect. And one more thing is impromptu talk. This is what we have to learn. Talking fluently without any programming, preconceived notions and pre-programmed versions of talk. If you are able to learn the impromptu talk, how to do it, then you can excel anywhere. Automatically, you are going to improve. Many of you, actually, it is only the fear which is stopping you. Nothing else fear. We have all come through that particular thing. So you can also learn, be here. We are going to have a few more sessions. Thank you all for listening, patience, listening, all these things. It's going to be giving a great learning experience for you. But the only thing is, I request you all to practice and practice and practice. Talk and talk and talk. If needed, watch English movies rather than chatting on your Facebook and WhatsApp. Speak up. Face up. Show your faces and talk to others. That will lead you all to your destination, better destinations. Thank you very much. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, I request my friend Vinaya from BBA first year to propose a formal vote of thanks.
Yes, Mas. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of college management, principal, staff, and students, I would like to thank our special guest lecturer, Srimati Sumabindu Madam Garu. Today's lecture for visiting and enlightening us with her knowledge. Today's lecture was full of inspiration and interesting things. It gave deep insights into the topic and also revealed some interesting facts. The points where Srimati Sumabindu Madam Garu told us about the communication skills and non-verbal symbols, essentials of communications, how to improve existing levels of communication was so informative and inspirational. I'm pretty sure that the precious knowledge which Madam given us will surely help us in our studies and future. Once again, I would like to thank Srimati Sumabindu Madam Garu for taking out time from her busy schedule and enlightening us. I would also thank our secretary and correspondent KV Achlapati Garu, Director CG Sastri Garu, Principal P. Venumada Garu for organizing this session and inviting Srimati Subhamiddu Madam Garu to conduct it. I would like to express my sincere appreciation thanks to all who generously helped us to make this event come together to become a success. And finally, I conclude with a few words. In the journey of life, we pass pleasure and pain. There will be sunshine and rain. There will be loss and gain. But we must learn to smile again and again. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much for your wonderful vote of thanks. There is a question which Pooja has asked. Can I answer that?
Yeah,
Pooja,
please.
you've asked, like, when it is sorrow and controversial, how can we smile? Definitely, when it is sorrow for others, don't smile. When it is sorrow for you, try to smile. Don't show if it is a sorrow for your own self, don't show others. If it is a sorrow thing for others, don't smile. Simple. And if it is a controversial thing, even in that situation, I'm not asking you to giggle. Don't show that emotion that leads to controversies. Maintain that balance. Yes, Pooja? I felt this was left in the chat. Thank you so much. I thank on this occasion Dr. Shastri Garu, Dr. Achalapati Garu, Mr. Kamlakar Sharma Garu, the principal, and other coordinators for organizing such a wonderful session. Thank you so much. Sri Chaitanya Degree College, Mahbub Nagar. Thank you, participants, for your wonderful questions and participation at all levels. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good luck to all of you.
Thank you, ma'am.
So can I
Thank you so
leave,
much.
sir?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all.
The meetings